Okay. Hello. Hopefully I am live on the BoozeBash channel right now. Let's check.
Introducing ultimate speed
All
from
right, we are live.
Comcast
Nice.
Business.
Cool. All right. Hello, everyone. I know that it says we are Crystal Scar versus... Yes, it says we are a Crystal Scar versus Sarima match. However, this is actually Ixtal versus Ionia. If there is I'm assuming that a moderator will change the title soon. I see Grant here. Hello, Grant. Hello, Fudge Cow. Hello, Basmer. What's up, everybody? I am ready to go. We are in the middle of bands. Pick band, so let me quickly grab that. Wow, that is large. So, bands Nidalee, Corky, Jana, Anivia, Poppy, Oriana, coming from Ixtal. See what Ionia wants to prioritize for their first pick. They prioritize Zeri for their AD carry. Zeri is a very popular pick currently. Who is mid for Ionia? I believe it's going to be somebody named Dunzy. D-U-N-Z-Y. They are currently ranked Grandmaster. So, it'll be interesting. Caitlyn, and it looks like a Scion pickup for Ixtal. Probably going top lane. There we go. Yeah. No, I don't think that's... Oh, that might be it. Yeah. And they picked Gnar. Yeah. I mean, this person is quite good. But they mainly... It looks like they mainly play support in solo queue. So... It'll be interesting to see how this team wants to go about things. This person is subbed in for Stand the Rain, and I forget their other what they actually they're also known as. Oh yeah, it's that Nar is going to be for Joe. They picked Jarvan for Way2K, one of his most comfortable champions and one of his best junglers for sure. We go ahead and pick Milio to pair with Caitlyn. I would guess that with mid and jungle left up, I assume they just try and I assume that Ionia will probably just ban two junglers here off of Lazy Boy, just to take him off of his ultra comfort picks. And Ixtal is gonna start off by banning. Looks like a mist ban. So let's see what they type. And Ionia hasn't banned yet. There's no ban type, so I'm assuming it's just gonna be. I think that. Yeah. Looks like Ionia's. I think because Ionia doesn't know what the other ban is, that they also opted to not ban. I'm assuming that we're gonna get 2 bans back to back. They ban Alistair. Yeah, whatever. They ban Talia and they ban Rumble. Anyways. Oh, and Lawful Dog is here as well. Alright, that's a Zyra. That's a Zyra jungle for Lazy Boy. I guess technically it could go. I guess technically DJ Abella could play it mid lane, but it's very likely to be the jungle pick. It's been a very popular pick, most notably Canyon picking it for Gen G 2 games. Okay, Hui is picked for the mid lane. And Blitzcrank is the final pick. I don't hate Blitzcrank here, but Blitzcrank just hooks. If Blitzcrank hooks Scion, it's not great. All right, let's see what Ixtal's final pick is. It's gonna be LeBlanc. So we're gonna pick Assassin into Hui. Have someone that can close the gap and make Hui feel uncomfortable. All right, we have our draft. We have Nar top, Jarvan jungle, Hui mid with a Zeri Blitz bot for Ionia. For Ixtal, we have Scion top, we have LeBlanc mid, Zyra jungle, and a Caitlyn Melio bot. All right. We are into bans. So, looking at comps, I might favor it. I favor Ixtal for the most. I favor. I think comp wise, I kind of like Ixtal's comp quite a bit. The good thing is I mean, with the Jarvan picked, if you put a Zyra in Cataclysm, like you're not Cataclysm and getting out, then you're just gonna probably die. To a Fed Zyra at least, or a Zyra with any bit of damage. LeBlanc and Caitlyn can both get out of Cataclysm. But I'm super interested to see Dunzi on the way. I believe Dunzi's probably role locked to play mid. So it will be interesting to see.
What did I do?
No, Library 11 is not in this game. Library's match, I believe, has already happened this week. And I don't know the result. But this is someone subbing in for Stay in the Rain. When does Library 11 play? I don't know, man. When do you play, sir? Mr. Yeah, you already played this week, Basmer. I know you're probably just messing around. Library 1-for-1 true. I forgot to change the pictures. We got right. The draft was already happening as I was setting up. Actually, it looks like it's gonna be DJ Abella on the Caitlyn. And it's gonna be probably D8 IOPO on the LeBlanc. So a little bit of role switching here for Ixtal. They're very... I think it's really good to have some good flexibility with roles in champion, especially because this... like, DJ Abella has played multiple games of top, which means that someone subbing for a specific person would have to play, they'd have to play, they'd have multiple roles to play in that case. Same with Andrew, same with I Hate Bananas, who's on the Scion this game. I think the Blitzcrank is the X factor of this game. Where Blitz can hit hooks on, like, if Blitz can hook the Zyra, hook the Cater Milio, like, obviously any of the squishies, like, even LeBlanc, like, you're sitting pretty if you're pulling LeBlanc, because as long as if you Q LeBlanc, then you can just ult her, then you can just I don't know the exact. I mean, I'm sure that LeBlanc probably has a little window to use W, but if you're pulling LeBlanc into your team, then LeBlanc then they burn she burns a cooldown, and she can't really fight. And if worse comes, and then if she doesn't really get to do anything, then she's just dead as a squishy champion. Really, it's gonna be avoiding pulling the Scion. Because Scion will just thrive if you put it if he gets pulled right into their team. Yeah. Got about a minute and a half until the game. If there's anybody around who wants to hop in and cast with me, I'll share screen in the Discord for you. That would be much appreciated. My voice isn't the best right now. Even if it's just for a game to save me a little bit of voice. But more than happy to be opping and casting this match. I'm glad that Grant tagged me for the match. Because I was actually streaming on my own Twitch channel as it was going on. I think that's why I got tagged, probably because I was streaming Hearthstone. But thought it's all good, and I'll just do my best to get through the game. All right, we're getting into the lobby. I'm going to pop that off the screen. We'll do a little bit of skin check. We got Winter Blessed Way, Victorious, Blizz Astronaut, Gnar, Nightbringer, Jarvan, Wizard Rose, Zeri. I mean, all of these skins are quite nice. I mean, Hextech Scion's also pretty cool. Lazy Boy, the only one without a skin. He did not attach a Zyra skin if he doesn't have one, or if he does have one. Some people do also prefer to just play with no cosmetics, a la Faker. Okay.
Welcome to Summoner's
Let's make sure we get. Oop. Oh, let me make sure we have objective timers on. Okay. Awesome. Okay.
30 seconds until minions spawn.
We're gonna get a pause at some point. There we go. This is just what happens when we get a pause. Both sides are stacked here early. Okay. I'm gonna try not be too far zoomed out, but looks like we're just gonna have Joe should have, I guess Joe decides he's just gonna walk to top lane. He should get there in time. Should have no issues. The wave.
Minions have spawned.
Yes. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Rock. Stop him did rename himself to Denny. Looks like we're getting a top side. Looks like we're getting a red start from both junglers. D8 IOPO doesn't really have to give much any leash here, but a little, I guess maybe like a second late to lane or whatever. LeBlanc and Hui. Haven't seen a LeBlanc in a bit. I think LeBlanc's definitely like pretty okay now for sure. Yeah, see that. The Gnar pick into the Scion quite good for because of range. Scion doesn't necessarily need to be extremely farmed as long as he's keeping up in XP. not dying carelessly. I know that there's definitely moments where Sion will want to trade his life. Digiabella gets blitz hooked. Little skirmishes here in bot lane. He missed his E onto Prophet, but was able to get some nice damage trade. Milio keeping his Caitlyn shielded. Ionia's bot lane doing a good job keeping brush control of that middle brush, but with the Blitzcrank moving, it looks like that's a little bit more safety for the Milio and Caitlyn to be able to kind of play forward that way, because you know you're not gonna get Blitzcrank hooked from nowhere. It'll be kind of projected, like, yeah. Meanwhile, in top lane, Gnar is doing his thing and keeping himself. Gnar's keeping himself far above health. Well, it looks like we're gonna get a top lane dive here onto the Sion, but Gnar gets stunned mid-air. Way2K should be able to could have a successful dive here. I think I Hate Bananas does have an idea because he did ward there. Lazy Boy on the other side of the map is going to go ahead and do some counter jungling, it looks like. Or at least look for camps to be up. Now they are ganking. Does get the stun. Does Gnar trade his life for it? He does. Wow. That was almost a disaster 1 for 2. The ward did miss, but I thought he at least kind of knew. Yeah, right, Basmer? You take those. I didn't think that Joe was going to go down to that, honestly. So Lazy Boy taking the Grand. No. Oh, Jarvan's here. LeBlanc gonna have to take W back. I'm surprised that wasn't execute. I'm gonna be honest. I just kind of assumed that Sion got the kill there, but I guess not. But yeah, when I thought about the ward, it was just more of the fact that I think that he had an idea that he was getting, dove. Is in that situation at least. Gnar's gonna have Mega here. Great job to get the Oh no, absolutely, yeah. I thought that there would have been like some form of lingering damage, but now Gnar's gonna go ahead and solo the Sion here. The Sion is staying very farmed. That's huge. That's huge for the Gnar to get a gold lead this early. Ooh, Hui barely avoiding pretty much dying to the LeBlanc. If I'm gonna be honest, there. Now the Jarvan is here to make sure that this wave probably gets pushed in for the Hui to take a safe back. I think that LeBlanc will clear this and also take it back and match teleports back to lane. The Sion has already teleported back to lane. Ooh. Oh, for sure. Yeah. I mean, I just don't think Sion cares about dying in lane, right? After a while, I mean, I don't think dying this early is good. He's gonna make sure to hit demolish, but he's more or less just gonna be okay trading here, I guess, for a little bit. But honestly, I'm not sure how good it is that he's trading, that he's dying to the Gnar this early, this much, because he's still worth gold. And I mean, I guess if it keeps the Gnar off the wave, but now Gnar's just gonna get stuff. Ooh, gank from the LeBlanc. That's a dead Blitzcrank. Didn't get to see all of that in bot because it swapped between bot and it switched between bot and the top lane. Yeah, Scion's gonna use ult to get back to lane to catch the farm. Yeah, he's just gonna all in here. He's gonna burn. He's gonna play Ghost and everything. Joe is gonna go down here very likely. Yeah, so he just tries to kill. Prophet goes for ultimate. Lazy Boy caught by the whale, flashes away, doesn't hit anybody else. So D8 IOPO comes in here. He's got all these targets in front of him. He's gonna get the Blitzcrank. DJ Bella flashes forward. Does he have no ace in the hole there? Wow, but the Piltover Peacemaker gets the kill. Blanc gets the other one, and the bot lane is rolled. The bot and mid are rolling for Ixtal. Now he's just doing a little bit of top lane with a little bit of proxying. I don't think that Joe should care so much about it. He does just want to chase them off though, for sure. Can we get the hook on the Kate? We can. This is going to be a kill traded back. I'm going to try and give it to the Jarvan. Lazy Boy's there. He does get some damage down. Does not have his ultimate. I think he would have used it in that last skirmish. LeBlanc is here again. Sacrificing a bit of farm just to do some roaming. Meanwhile, Hui is just catching the wave at his turret. And now it looks like Hui is gonna look towards top lane here. We're gonna try and help the Gnar get some plates here. Not sure this is the best use for Hui, and he also agrees as he's gonna go back to mid lane here. Oh, Hui caught the LeBlanc there, actually forces the flash. Oh, the Milio gets caught out. Are they gonna have the damage to take? Are they gonna have the time to actually catch it out? Forcing the flash forward from Prophet. He gets the kill onto the Milio. And Hui's ability goes just a little short of the LeBlanc. Lazy Boys looks like he's gonna help push out them in there. Yeah, this Jarvan's actually just gonna get rooted up and is gonna go down to the LeBlanc. Lazy Boy onto the Hui, double kill for D8 on the LeBlanc. Huge plays, getting out of the Jarvan, getting out of the Cataclysm. Gets the flash from Way2K, and the ethereal chain goes off in time to force the stun. Milio there to help get the shielding. Now it looks like we're gonna get some rotation back towards the bot lane to help with Caitlyn pushing this wave in. Yeah, didn't have the wave pushed in quick enough for any sort of dive onto the Zyra. Or sorry, any dives onto the Zeri. My apologies, Zyra is a jungler that would be diving. Looks like Joe and Bananas are going to do some fighting here. Everything is being used here from the Gnar. CC after CC after CC, and great ultimate. Not going to result in any kill there. Wow, fleeing ultimate from the Hui does not get enough damage down. Does stop the LeBlanc from getting the kill. Dodges out the Hui ability. Does not dodge out the EQ. LeBlanc's shutdown goes to Y2K. Yeah, it looked like I Hate Bananas got stunned for so long. Ooh, Blitzcrank gonna be down to 5% HP. Lots of skirmishing going on here in the early game. Not a lot of laning, and really the person who's been getting the most plates is the Scion. 30 CS up at 1 and 4, almost about 26 cold stacks left. Scion doesn't care that much about getting kills, or really dying, obviously, as we're watching. Kind of Scion, it's kind of the interesting thing about a champ like Scion, that he doesn't necessarily care about a ton of stuff going on from his opponent. Zyra's there to back up the Scion as Gnar goes mega, just goes back to lane to catch the minions. We've got 30 seconds left, and 4 plates have been taken by Scion, 3 plates in the mid, 3 plates from bot lane. Meanwhile, on the other side, it's just 1 plate in mid, 1 plate from top. Scion's just gonna try and keep this Gnar from just running him down. Blue team gets dragon, or sorry, Ionia gets the second drake there first of the game. Looks like it's a Chemtech soul. So we'll see. Dragons are pretty important. Not sure if Chemtech's, not sure if I mean, Chemtech soul is probably what people would consider the weakest of the souls, but it does offer tenacity, which is pretty good, considering that there's quite a lot of like fear. There's a lot of like CC from Hui, CC from other things in the Blitzcrank they're looking to catch Lazy Boy out here. He does get Cataclysm, goes down to Zeri. Blitzcrank is traded by LeBlanc, who has to get out. They focus the clone down as LeBlanc herself is backed off the tower. Does actually get caught by that, but the Hui ultimate barely missing. Yeah, it's true. It did look like Lazy Boy got a little maybe he thought his help was a little closer than it actually was. But he definitely got caught out there in the end by the Blitzcrank. Oh, Y2K is here. Just going to be an ultimate from the Scion back to tower. Blitzcrank's actually in a caught out situation here. If they were to actually spawn him, like, Blitzcrank would be pretty targetable. Like, unless Y2K wants to jump over the wall from there, but nothing happens. Meanwhile, in bot lane, we have Caitlyn taking 2 shot. I think that was 2 tower shots from Caitlyn. Joe just almost gets completely taken out. LeBlanc is just gonna play back. Does get knocked up, but did go into clone form. Hook the clone. LeBlanc has a little bit of time to just let the cooldowns come back. Blue team gets Rift Herald. Plants are doing some damage to Zeri. Zeri gets hit up by there. Caitlyn, ace in the hole from way downtown, does tag the Hui instead. Ooh, LeBlanc does catch a chain. Should have time to maybe get an ability up. Does not before Hui is out of range. Looks like we're going to get some good damage here onto the mid tower with the Caitlyn. LeBlanc dodging out of Hui's. I mean, to me, it just looks like a Zeri. Just looks like a more dangerous Zeri W. But, yeah. Looks like Hui is going to take a little bit of dot damage from that Blackfire Torch. Milio gets hooked in, but it really does nothing. And if anything, it actually seals. Actually, Blitzcrank has sealed his own fate. Lazy Boy's just going to try and keep everyone kind of moving around. Oh, DJ Abella caught by the EQ. Does flash away. shielding from the Milio is absolutely huge. Way 2K goes on to the Milio, goes down to DJ Abella. And Ixtal with a ballooning 8K gold lead in this game. With the role switch between mid and the usual mid and usual AD carry working out huge with this LeBlanc pick. In the jungle Zyra is such a strong jungler. Isn't necessarily kill reliant, has a lot of AoE damage. Caitlyn caught out with a blitz ult is just gonna die to the Zeri. Dragon up in 30 seconds, and Ixtal might not contest. Looks like they're trying to focus down the tower first, which they will be able to do. The back by Hui should just maybe teleport. Should maybe teleport to the tower. Probably not teleport to the tower. Probably just walks. Honestly. Ionia is at the Drake. Sion does get hooked by Blitzcrank. But realistically, like, this Blitzcrank is just being a nuisance. It's not really doing anything. If anything, it's taking a lot of decent chunks of things. Oh, is he gonna hit Prophet? No, he's not. That goes wide. Great ultimate from Lazy Boy gives so much damage onto Joe. Joe is taking so much damage from Plant and the Dragon. And the Dragon turns out to go to Ixtal. Lazy Boy caught out in the wow. Lazy Boy lives. Nope. Never mind. Hui does land his ability. Does land his long range ability to get the kill. Some good old fashioned spam pings. My shielding support did not shield me. Jarvan did use Cataclysm. Ooh. Bella with some good damage on to the Jarvan. Couple of Joe's just going to walk into that Sion ability. There's a level gap between Sion and Gnar. Like, so much farm has been collected. Sion with Heartseal is starting to stack. 3 people there. Unfortunately, nothing really gonna come from it besides Sion. Yeah, Sion should just keep hitting the Blitzcranks, put him low. Gonna get stunned up a whole bunch.
Blue team's turret has been destroyed.
Oh, LeBlanc just comes in and says, "Goodbye, Gnar. I will trade top laner for top laner. Get myself more fed in the process." I mean, this is a pretty decent 1-3-1 split team because Zyra Milio can keep Caitlyn pretty safe. Oh, absolutely. Right, Grant? And then the Zyra and then the LeBlanc trades back your kill. So worth. The Blitzcrank hasn't had as big of an impact as he needed to have this game so far. Has gotten some meaningful hooks that have led to kills. But needs to be able to get these picks later in the game. The Milio is such a good Milio's shielding is actually quite good into the situation. As the Blitz hooks the blue over the wall. Lazy Boy's gonna root up Gnar. Wow, that is quite a lot of damage. Blackfire towards Leandres just to do about half health to the Gnar. LeBlanc caught out. Gonna have to flash over the wall. Milio shielding and That looked like a cleanse, but that probably wasn't actually a cleanse. No, that was Milio ultimate. Oop, Joe flashed forward into the Scion. Does use the Gnar ultimate on just Scion here. As they're not gonna be able to push this tower any further until the next wave. So they're gonna rotate over with the wave they have to the mid lane. Scion's just gonna soak as much damage as he can, get a demo proc off. Way 2K is gonna go on to Lazy Boy, get the kill. Lazy Boy unable to flash out of the Cataclysm. Flash was used, but it didn't get out of the ability. Wow, flash forward from Prophet, very aggressive. DJ Bella ease into the base. He does see his Caitlyn with good enough range, does use the plant to keep himself healthy. I don't know if they can end here, but because they're chasing the kill, Caitlyn's taking tower shots. Fortunately for Ionia, Caitlyn's taking tower shots. We're focusing on the kills instead of taking the actual like objective, which is the inhibitor. I would definitely call that a bit troll by the Caitlyn to not just take the inhibitor right away, but I guess it works out. They get both kills for the Kate in the process and get the inhib. Yes. Yeah, ace in the hole blocks are very important. Yeah, this Scion's stacking that Heartsteel. 245 stacks. Has completed Titanic Hydra. LeBlanc pushing out the bot wave while they set up. Looks like Ionia wants to try and trade Baron for Drake. Ixtal has no clue. I think Scion's going to find it here, potentially. He absolutely does. So Scion's just going to try and be a thorn in their side. Probably not going to actually be able to stop the Baron here. Baron goes down. And Drake goes down. I hate Banana stops the backs. That's huge. He'll trade his life for it. But this allows... But Ixtal... just trying to stop the backs because the base is in a bit of shambles, is able to actually get... Wow, they actually stopped... They stopped 3 backs for long enough that they actually took bot tower and are knocking on the door of the bot lane tier 3. They probably should take their back here. Oh, Blitzcrank hook missed. Zyracu's doing so much damage. Oh my gosh, they rooted Prophet. D&IOPO comes away around the side, does a little drift on the LeBlanc, gets the kill. That was a really solid Baron call. It does make this push a lot more. It makes this push a bit more difficult. They still have enough damage, but they aren't. But the waves are dying very fast. Lots of Caitlyn traps. Caitlyn is taking tower without autoing the tower. Goes down, taking like 2 or 3 tower shots there. But the Milio will keep her AD topped off. As Scion eats 5 seconds of CC from Gnar. Oop. Chatsu does get Hui ulted, will take the damage, but it used her own ultimate there. Let's crank. So they pinged. So they're gonna try and make a push in. Hook's Lazy Boy gets 1 for 1. The only one who went, person going down is the support on the other side. D&IOPO, wow, lots of burst damage from the Hui. but unable to complete the kill. Great in-brush dodge, but it looks like the Gnar got a hook, got a Q onto there. DJ Bella is so... Oop. I think... A little bit of fight back here. That's a... You gotta try and give this to the... Gotta try and give it to the Zeri. Zeri gets the triple kill. Meanwhile, Sion looking to take the inhib. Blitzcrank is trying to chase, but it's not going to do enough. Ghost by the Sion. Good. So Ionia is fighting back. Gets a good round of kills. Stops the base. Stops the constant push, but their Baron buff should be gone now. Sion without Warmogs is just going to be super low health. This Blitzcrank hasn't stopped chasing, and so Sion is not going to be able to make much progress on his own, because the Blitzcrank is just going to be there consistently. Ultimate use, dodges the hook, but he's unstoppable anyways. I mean, you're keeping pressure, keeping 2 on yourself as the top laner, as a split pushing Sion, certainly helps the rest of your team. So good. So doing a great job keeping pressure on yourself, Yep. Definitely, as Flang said. Top lane splitting masterclass. Doing a great job. Easy Boy catching out the Blitzcrank, gonna do a decent chunk of damage with just an E and a Q with some plants. LeBlanc is gonna have to... I don't know if this... Yeah... I would say Gnar has the backup of Hwei. So LeBlanc does go down here. That's a lot of damage there. Prophet staying alive on the Zeri. Doing lots of damage. Nope, never mind. Does go down. Sion also going down here. Looks like Drake is gonna go to Ixtal. Joe is in the pit as an R. Joe is just completely caught out. His didn't really have his E. He wants to just try and trade back onto Milio here, but the damage there. Oh, whiffs his ultimate. Lazy Boy dodging out. The LeBlanc is here to help. So this fight has turned to be favorable here for Ixtal. Ace in the hole comes out. Hwei doing a great job avoiding damage, but Caitlyn is here. One tap. Blitz goes down. Sion's already in the base, occupying Zeri's time. Does burn. Wow! That was a lot of damage with just an auto. Zeri's doing a great job dodging out, but will not be able to dodge out Ace in the hole there. Titans proc huge. This looks like Ixtal will be taking game 1. Huge performance by D8IOPO on the LB in this game. Lazy Boy taking a death to Joe at the end. Does LeBlanc go down? He does. Another kill for way 2K. But Nexus falls. My voice feels pretty shot. I'm gonna... I guess while we're waiting intermission, I'm gonna go get a water bottle. Alright. We're getting a side switch here for game 2. Okay, I am back. All right, we had to do a lobby remake, but now we are getting back ready for game 2. We're missing some people. People are doing some client restarts, so we're waiting uh, on some members of Ionia, but they're doing client restarts, which is fine and is honestly good. When if lobby messes up, it's typically good to just do a client restart and hope it helps. All right, draft is underway. So we have Anivia, Poppy, Oriana banned. We have Zyra. We have Zyra, Janna, and Darius banned from Ionia. The Darius ban's a bit odd. And it allows a quirky first pick, which could go to either mid or bot lane. Notably, Nidalee is up and available. So, unless Way2K plans to pick that away, we could see a lazy boy Nidalee this game if he thinks it's a good pick. They did ban the other AP jungler, so Smolder locked in for Ionia. Not a champion that's been played a whole lot recently. Always a threat to go late game and to get big. Not sure it's the best pick here with stuff like Caitlyn available, Smolder Thresh. Okay. Another hook champion, but this one has a bit more playmaking ability than Blitzcrank overall than Blitzcrank. I don't mind the Thresh pick at all. We do have Nidalee and Nami available. Sorry, Nami and Milio. Yeah. And we're gonna pick Jace. So this tells me that we're playing Nidalee. If we're playing Jace, I would assume we're seeing a Nidalee pick here. And the Jace is gonna be Corky bot Jace mid. Very interesting, very long. This could be a very ranged composition here for Ixtal. We're gonna round it by picking Brand. Okay, so we're not favoring the Nidalee right now. We're favoring Brand, a different AP jungler. I'm guessing that's going to go to the jungle with double AD picked already. So Malphite picked. Malphite picked as a typical Jace counter, but I wouldn't be so sure that Jace is going top lane. It's a good Malphite is a good safe top laner in general, but there are some hard counters to champions like Malphite. They're gonna go ahead and ban the Sylas, which I guess they're kind of assuming the lanes that are being picked. Banning Alawi, thinking that they could just put that this could just be a mid Malphite. So want to pick Alawi, or want to get the Alawi ban. I wouldn't be surprised to see something like a Milio ban. I feel like Milio's really good with the type of champions that they pick, and they off to ban LeBlanc. They really think this. I don't really see Jace going top lane as much right now. I feel like it's not really in Andrew's champion pool unless they think he's gonna go like Zillion. I might have opted to ban some of Malphite's other bad matchups from top side. I feel like both sides are unsure of where some things are going. They're gonna ban the Hui. I like the Hui ban for sure. That was like, I think Dunsey did a great job on the Hui last game. Ixtal's execution made it very difficult. Kind of play it later. I mean, he had some great moments. Ivern Jungle picked for Ionia. Very interesting. Definitely good for like protecting a champ. Like definitely can work this with a lot of CC. Generally a pretty annoying champion to deal with in fights. But oh, interesting. We're hovering Nunu, and we're gonna pick Echo. Okay. So I guess they are sending this Jace top lane into the Malphite, or they're sending Brand to support. It could be Echo jungle Brand support. I think this final pick will let us know. It's a Nami, it's potentially a Brand. It's potentially like Brand mid Echo jungle. Likely just an Echo mid, I guess. So I guess this Malphite will get to lane into the Jace. And final pick is alright, so this is potentially a Smolder mid. So they're gonna likely flex the Smolder to mid and play Ezreal Thresh bot. And we'll see how this goes. I'm not gonna lie. I was not expecting the Jace to actually just go top lane. I wouldn't. Yeah, some people need to move around. So Prophet needs to move over to team 2. Lamau. Damn, harsh. All right. All right. It's very odd. I guess I Hate Bananas plays Jace. I also wonder if something went very awry in the draft. All right.
The ball is angry. You don't have to be afraid of me. I shall lead. You're scared. Good to know.
Art can shed light on our fears.
Looks like Dunsey is going to take the Ezreal, probably mid lane then, mid Ezreal. So it's Lazy Boy playing the Echo. Yeah, it's gonna be D8 IOPO on the Corki, and I Hate Bananas on the Jace.
Draven out.
Not a very tanky team, but does have quite a, but with Corki and stuff can definitely shred through the Ivern in the mouth fight.
Are you certain?
Looks like Ionia is doing a little bit of role swapping, or they're gonna be doing some champ swapping. I think typically, yeah, looks like it's probably gonna be your Cup of Joe on the Thresh, and we're gonna have Denny going up top on the Malphite. gonna be about probably like 3.5 minutes until we get until the lobby loads up for me. I'm not sure what to make of the game in totality. I think Ionia has a much more front to back comp. Obviously, they have a good front to back comp, and Ixtal has it's kind of like poke versus front to back. The Malphite, I think, can really do some work if it's able to flank the back line. I really haven't seen Echo Jungle recently. I would say it's probably not terrible, but I was surprised to not see something like Nidalee picked when it was up and available. But seems like Lazy Boy's favoring some other AP junglers, our favorite different AP junglers for this match. Really, the odd pick to me was the odd thing was not putting the Jace in the mid lane, I guess, in my opinion. Maybe they can still do that, and we're just gonna see something like we're just gonna DJ Abella top lane on the Brand versus the Malphite, and force them to have to do stuff like lane swaps if they want the Malphite into the Jace. I guess you could see something like that happening. I think Corki Nami is a very good lane, and I think that Smolder Thresh is also fine. I think Corki Nami has a lot of early. I think they can apply a lot of early pressure though, so definitely we'll have to. But yeah. So we'll see how this plays out. Okay. We got about 30 seconds or less until this loads. We'll be getting into game 2, hopefully. I'm guessing that there's been a prediction. I can't actually see the chat currently. I wanted to make sure that I had everything changed. I need to just quickly change the teams because the teams have switched sides. Double Ixtal, woo. Now it's going to be Ionia there as well. Debonair Jace, excellent. Corgi, yeah. Maybe it will be Brand top. Be interesting, but it wouldn't be terrible, I guess. I'm not sure. Alright, the way there is, we have some lane swappage going on here. I'm gonna leave it like this for now, and I'll swap it if they go a different way.
Welcome to Summoner's Rift. Seconds until minions spawn. Minions have spawned.
Game 1 bet was not finished. It was not completed. So unfortunately, no betting for game 2, but we're underway. Laning phase has started. Bot sides, our top sides start for Echo. Ivern's just running around, grabbing all of his camps, as Ivern does. Yeah, I mean, yeah, Jace does not do very well into Malphite in totality. Wow, Flash, that's very aggressive. And it is face rush Jace. He does now have the range advantage over Malphite. The flash there from Malphite was definitely unnecessary. Oh, they're playing Corky mid and Brand bot lane. Interesting. Okay. So they're keeping the lane. They're keeping. Oh, sorry. I need directed camera. So we're keeping the same roles. Can he stop? Oh, he is gonna force a recall stop. Echo, looking like he's gonna go for the bot lane Krug. Yeah, Corky mid's also fine. Great hook. Getting the Ivern in there. Great bubble. Lazy Boy follow-up. Does stun up way 2k. Does have some shielding. Is probably going to survive. Oh, man. Joe is missed. Nope. Lazy Boy gets the kill. Will get traded back. The Smolder gets the kill on that. Okay. Good dodge on the hook. Fireworks in the bot side of the map. Jungler is traded, but first blood went to Lazy Boy. Oh, great job by Nami. That should... DJ Bella just needs to land the ability. He does land it. I think he disconnected, I guess, for... Guess the brand disconnected for a split second there. Because, I don't believe that's how you would normally move. So that's unfortunate. I guess it could be a complete troll. No one got bet on because game 2 doesn't have any. Game 2, the gambling didn't get resolved from game 1 before game 2 started. I guess we could do like some. I guess we could do like something else. I guess we could do like something else for a gambling, like either with grubs or dragons, because first blood has already happened. But yeah, I don't think anyone was particularly bet on, so can't really call win trading for gambles. But yeah, that was just odd. I mean, I would guess that something. I would guess that it was just like some form of an accident. Ooh, Jace is gonna push Malphite back. Oh, good hook on the chop. Good hook onto DJ Abella, but just gonna see lots of damage traded onto Smolder. Lazy Boy is bot lane. I don't think he can go for a dive just yet. There's nothing there. So instead, he's just gonna take the Gromp that's alive. Way 2k gank top lane. Got Jace. Got a kill for himself on Jace. Yeah, definitely. The aggressive Jace's aggressiveness definitely definitely got punished there. Looks like bot lane's just gonna hold a freeze there, as Jace is gonna get some tower chip. Lazy Boy's on Drake. Probably just gonna have to... Gonna ult. Wow, so much damage onto Joe. Lazy Boy gets the kill onto your Cup of Joe. Corki comes over the top to get the kill there. Lazy Boy taking dragon damage, but the Corki ends up holding the damage while Nami's able to heal up Echo. First, Drake goes over. Ezreal used E and did not get away from the Corki, and that is a third kill for Echo this game. That is not a great sign for Ionia, having Echo Jungle get fed early to accelerate his champion. That was very well played in the Dragon Pit to hold the ult. I mean, I think he probably... I feel like he dinged during the fight, but I'm not exactly sure. Yeah, this is definitely that type of game where he's gonna get like 15 kills essentially, like was mentioned in chat. Yeah, I wonder what... Oh, great flash on the Malphite ultimate. Malphite's just so tanky with even just his one item. Lazy Boy is gonna look for a lane gank here onto Malphite. A bit early, and that's a failed lane gank. I think that bananas needed to just wait an extra second, like just wait a little bit more there. I don't think that I think that you could have caught Malphite being greedy because Jace was so low. If he just like pops in and out of the brush to show that he's still there, eventually the Echo will get in position. It just seemed a little early. Oop, Corki missing the big one. Ezreal's getting a lot of damage out for it. Tank Jace, I don't like that. Jace is a damage dealer. Yeah. I mean, I guess it's tech against the Malphite, but at the same time, Jace is just not going to do damage to anything, and Jace probably needs to just be doing some good damage here. We do have a first item Serpent Fang from Corki to tech against the Ivern shields. I like that. See, from here, he's probably going to go into something like, there, we're probably going to see just a regular Corki build. No, you typically want to be taking Flash. Especially with Ghost being nerfed, I feel like Flash is just fine, but DJ Bella, I guess it's not the end of the world. It's not the worst summon you could take. Wow, great double bubble by Cha2. D8IOPO does unfortunately step into the tower range, so he goes down. Barrier popped by Prophet. Wow, that's a funny interaction. He locked into the Ezreal who hit the cone. Meanwhile, directed camera just showing the Smolder sitting in his brush, waiting for his support. But Echo has a full Lich Bane already. First items filing in for the for the Ivern and for the Corki and already an item and a half on Echo. Chatu, great bubble. Under tower. Wow. Great play by Joe. Burnt everything, but that's a double kill on the bot lane. We're spam pinging the person who hit a double bubble. That's a very... very cool, I suppose. Does Lazy Boy have ult? Lazy Boy does have Chrono Shrift. Yeah. I don't know if it's called Chrono Shrift. I think it is. It's called Chrono Break. That's what it's called. Ooh, Daisy. Make sure that Corki gets hit up. Late. One kill for Jace. Can we get another kill for Jace? Maybe. No damage Jace, though. Really is going to have to do a ton here to actually kill the Thresh. It's going to take all the damage from the Chop. He's going to take... Yeah. Had to get rid of the shield. Yeah, that was a really great play. Nami caught out. Kill goes to Malphite. Huh? Okay. Very close game, though, so far here. It's been very bloody. 24 kills in 13 minutes, and we're not stopping. Chrono Break hits onto the Thresh, but does go down to the Ezreal. Ezreal's 5-3. Smolder is actually 4-1. And the Malphite is doing quite well also. It's just everybody's fighting all the time. Serpent Fang should be starting to help a little bit here with stuff. But, Jace is trying to play just outside turret range against Malphite here. Does not get the kill. I don't know if any. I don't know if there's any mods who can actually close it. I don't know who made the first one. I think if I don't know if I think Grant may have made the first one. Wow, great hook by Joe. DJ Bella isn't gonna get out alive. Prophet 5-1 now on the Smolder. Getting given the kill. Getting given kills down here in bot lane by his Thresh. Malphite is trying to chase down this Jace. Lazy Boy is there for potential backup, taking the topside Scuttle Crab. Starting up the Rift Herald. Ezreal is there, but Nami rotating over. Thresh on his way. We're gonna have a decent chunk of people here at the Herald, but it looks like they're just gonna end up giving it up. Man, Jace is getting very close to dying here a lot. Great. So Flash is traded. Malphite gets the Q. Not enough damage until the Arcane Comet Brock comes in. Chatu dodging out there. Good ultimate. Lazy Boy is over the wall. Did get hooked by the Thresh, so wasn't able to do things right away. Nami ends up getting the kill there. Lazy Boy's gonna hop over the wall. Decides to go looking for the Ivern, unable to find him, but we'll see now. Probably just gonna leave though at this point. Just gonna chase the other side of the map. Everyone's chasing the Echo around, which should in theory actually allow them. Which should in theory allow them to get some other stuff. Good flash out. Great double bubble. Smolder ult goes wide. DJ Abella does have Brand ult. Did use it. I don't know if he Brand ulted the Thresh or not, but it did do a little bit of bouncing around between just those two people. Great bubble onto the Malphite. Malphite goes down. Lazy Boy able to take out the Thresh. Corki barely missing the Smolder. Smolder not having a bounty at this point is very weird. He has 5 kills, 1 assist, 4 deaths, but like, I don't know. I don't know either. Sirach, I don't know about Tank Jace. I'm not gonna lie. I think essentially getting away with this is just a sign of how, I mean, you have 7 kill Corki and 6 kill Echo. It's a bit odd. It's definitely something I wouldn't personally play. I would have probably just, I probably would have opted for something else. I don't know if I would have picked Jay so early, but unless I was planning to just send it mid lane. But it's working. I mean, it's ended up working out, I guess, for the most part, considering that Ixtal's doing quite well for now. But Corki's a bit caught up, has to flash away. Nami is here, does catch Cup of Joe with a bubble. But Prophet's here, does pick up the Corki with the Smolder ultimate. Maybe now Smolder will have a bounty, question mark? Corki's bounty goes over to Smolder. Double kill for the Ezreal. I guess the team that's down is not allowed to get bounties. Is that the thing, I guess? Because right now, Prophet's like 1,500 gold above his lane opponent. Of course, I got you. Stack check. Oh my gosh. He's at 151. No, wrong one. No, it's not T. Sorry, fight's breaking out, and I didn't have the correct thing to get it. Yeah, I'll do a stack check every couple of minutes. Somebody told me what the button was, and I forgot already what it was. Oh, great hook! Corki is gonna die. Corki's kind of just stuck after that hook. The death sentence really great from Joe. DJ Bella from the side is gonna be able to get decent damage with his Brand ultimate. Not gonna do enough to profit though. This Smolder is so fed. Ionia turning this fight completely around. Ooh, we're gonna get the Malphite here. Echo with a good job to get to... Yep. Good smite to keep the Malphite from running away. I mean, if chat's just gonna be spam pings, I'm just gonna turn chat off. There's nothing interesting going on, just a bunch of spam pings. Okay. Smolder sitting at 2.5 items. Doing quite well. Now has a small 200 bounty. I will never understand the bounties. I will never understand Riot's bounty system. Joe caught out by a bubble. Great Nami ultimate. Lazy Boy gonna go back to full health with the Chrono Break. able to go back in. Pops away 2K. Flash by Smolder. Flash by Jace to chase after the Smolder. Echo is just gonna live. Ultimate by Malphite onto the Corki, ends up dying. Smolder goes down to Lazy Boy in the meantime. Corki goes down as well. That's a full wipe. It's an ace for Nil. And an inhibitor for Ixtal. Thresh is alive. Lazy Boy's gonna get death sentence hooked, but he's just gonna be able to turn it around after his W goes out. And Smolder's sack check is gonna have to wait until he comes back alive, and then I'll switch it back. 187. So I've only gotten a few more stacks since we last checked. That was really, so not quite the inhibitor, but everyone got out alive. And Echo claimed the bounty. Echo claimed Smolder's bounty there, so that was quite good. I mean, I think Ixtal's just doing a lot of fighting to fight. Lazy Boy probably needs to pop his Chrono Break here to not die. Oh my gosh, that hook from Thresh. Holy crap. These supports have been landing their Nakas, landing their bubbles. Wow, 4-person Nami ultimate. Wow! Nami is just gifting all the kills to this Corki. Quadra kill for D8 IOPO. Huge. Double inhibitor for Ixtal there, just taking full control. Can I? Yep, we're just gonna disable ping sounds. No, apparently not. Apparently I can't do that. It's all good. Great hook on the Corki, but there's not really a follow-up. Wow, that was a lot of damage from Smolder, but Corki will survive it. Lazy Boy going over there, needs to use Chrono Break, but is unable to, get stunned up under tower and bursted too quick. Kill goes over to way 2K. I hate Banana is just going fully in 1v3. No follow-up from the team. Drake is about to be up, and in theory this should be a potential Infernal Drake going over to Ionia, but instead Jace hasn't started it up yet, but with Nami and Bran guarding the jungle there, made it hard for them to get in. Corki gets popped up, but a beautiful bubble from Nami is gonna make sure this Malphite goes down. 16 kills for the Corki. Back-to-back 15-plus kill performances for D8 IOPO tonight, I should say. As Echo is looks like Echo is about to be closing in on Deathcap. Let's check where Smolder is. Smolder's at 250, so Smolder is fully unbelted at this point. At this point, if they can protect the Smolder, he can start doing a lot of damage. Does have three completed items. So hooked by Thresh Lazy Boy's actually gonna follow, or gonna E over the wall and just wait for the Pop Blossom to get, or the Blast Cone to get back over the wall. Just applying pressure in top lane, bot lane and mid lane. Jace is gonna take a recall here. Dragon is still up, but it looks like Ixtal wants to go for Baron here. The brand is just being pretty oblivious here. I don't know if they can actually do Baron. I don't know if they can do Baron now other than bait it. Great Malphite ultimate, but Lazy Boy is going to get healed enough. Does have Chrono Break as well. Does get the kill there. DJ Abella, huge ultimate. It's going to do so much damage to this team. Pop, pop, pop. That's going to be a full wipe. That should probably just be the game here. Lazy Boy over the wall. Ace for none. Ixtal. Looks like they're about to close in on another win. It is actually a forfeit for Ionia. All right. Well, that is a 2-0. Definitely a competitive early game, and it just spiraled out of control so fast. Nami played you did very well in the Nami. We just take this. We'll go ahead and close it so people can see the stats for the game. Most damage in the game going to Corki. Corki cracked out of his brains. But I mean, I know the 3-14-16 scoreline is there, but I think Joe played like super well this game. And I think that Prophet also played super well. I mean, I just think it was just a couple of explosive fights in the mid game where the Nami did just a little more than the Thresh, where the Thresh was able to get good hooks and actually like get people and actually use the death sentence to indeed get for people to die. But yeah, I think it was a very competitive early mid game, and it just spiraled very quickly. So if either captain, if the captains would like to come in for a quick interview, they can. I'm very curious. I think I'm most curious about the Game 2 draft, so I think that'll be fun to talk about.
Hello?
Hi. Hello.
Hi.
Okay. Well, welcome. Congratulations.
Thank you. It's an honor to be here.
All right. We'll see if anyone from Ionia wants to, if the Ionia captain wants to come in as well for an interview. Otherwise, I think.
We're gonna have a nice little one-to-one, get to know each other a little bit better.
I do not know, but we'll see. Again, anyone from other team is also more than welcome to come in. I think the thing I was most interested in, I guess, with Game 2 just ending was, kind of, I guess, how the draft played out. I was a bit curious as to what, if the Jace was just always planned to go top lane, or if that kind of just ended up being where your team put it. Because I thought, seeing the Malphite pick that, the team might want to just put Jace mid lane. And
nah, we're pretty standard. Also, I don't really be paying attention to the draft, and so they were just like, they picked Smolder, and then apparently Brand counter Smolder, so I just picked that. And then since we were blue side, and D8 Iopo, just casually plays Corki, he first picked that, and then we just like all of our
Mhm.
drafts. It was just like just going with the flow.
Oh yeah, that's good for sure. Let's see what else. Yeah, I mean, I mean, I don't really. I guess Andrew's not here to really answer for his build on Jace. I thought the tank Jace was a bit interesting for sure, seeing that seeing that it's
I think
most.
tank Jace kind of works because his E does percent magic damage depending
Oh, okay.
on health. So I
Yeah,
think that's why he did that.
yeah,
So
so
he
that
probably did
would
a lot of damage.
yeah, that would make sense for the Abyssal Massacre item. He did 18,000 in the second game, so I mean, yeah, he did that. He did a decent chunk of damage for sure.
Yo, that's not bad for tank Jace. No cap. He almost did
No, yeah,
not as much damage as me, but almost.
yeah, for sure. Your Brandel in that final fight just
Yo, ginormous, right?
pretty much popped their entire team.
Yo, exactly. That's what I was saying. I was like, pop, 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 in the team
Yeah,
fight.
for sure. I mean, you just combine that with Gatling gun and Collector and
Oh,
everything
wait a minute.
else, and that was just a clean wipe.
Collector on brand?
No, Corky.
Oh. You know what? Yo, honestly, you kind of cooking with something there. No cap. Collector on brand? Because Twitch does that.
Oh,
Oh, you
I
might
mean,
have given me.
maybe AP Twitch does that. Yeah. No, I was just saying with the Corky with his like that whole fight with your ult plus the Corky Gatling gun and Collector procs essentially just
Oh, yeah, they like.
just wiped their
Yeah,
teams, just instantly wiped. I mean, at
they
that point,
blew up.
at that point, there was a giant difference in gold. So your team just kind of hit them with their wallets, hit them with wallets on top of the great collapse,
Yep.
and like flank collapse on that. But
Yep.
yeah,
Yo, I wanted to do dragon because I wanted to get infernal because I will do more damage with
yeah,
my passive and shit. But
yeah,
they were like they wanted to fight for Baron, so I was like, dang, I gotta go rotate there.
yeah, for sure. I was a bit. I figured there's just a slight miscommunication. It did end up working out.
Huh?
It did end up working out because they committed to a fight, which essentially allowed you to get a flank, which was great.
There was no miscommunication. We were like, all right, we'll do Baron, I'll solo dragon, and
Oh
then
yeah.
we weren't thinking they're gonna fight that, but then they
Oh
fought it.
yeah.
It's like I was like, oh, what the fuck? I guess
Oh
I'm
yeah.
coming.
No, I took like for my optics, it looked like slight miscommunication with where to go, but it turned out to work
Oh yeah,
for sure.
yeah.
That's all. Yeah, I obviously, yeah, for sure I don't think that it's just me not being inside the community. It's just me not being in the chat for it. But yeah, so you looking back for game one, I mean I really liked your game. I really liked the game one comp.
Oh, thank you. I appreciate that.
The LeBlanc.
I might have drafted that. That was my idea, drafting all of that. By the way.
Yeah, awesome. Yeah, I think I thought the LeBlanc pick was really a nice touch in it because at the end, just because it seemed like a great way to get that, just to get gap close on the way to make him to make way a bit more uncomfortable in lane, and
Yeah.
and
I mean,
combining that with just all the like just all the range and in CC from like Zyra plus Milio able to keep your team from getting CC'd.
Yeah.
Like just insanely CC'd at once. So
that was the plan. So, what's it called? D8. He plays a lot of LeBlanc, so I told him like, hey, maybe you can go LeBlanc here because you can assassinate. You can assassinate the Hui and whoever the AD carry was that game. Who was their AD carry?
Zeri.
I don't remember. Oh, Zeri. Yeah, exactly.
Zeri, yeah, and that's definitely a champion who doesn't want to see a LeBlanc in their face when they don't have a wall to jump over.
Yeah. So that was a good drafting.
Absolutely, yeah. And I mean, Zyra worked so well it drew a ban in game 2. I think I might have been a bit surprised to not see Nidalee, but to not see a Nidalee picking with how your team started the draft. But it definitely worked out super well. The Echo able to just pop so much damage and even stick to a champion like Ezreal or to Smolder. And I really like I like the Corki Serpent Fang first. The Serpent Fang buy, just obviously
Smart,
for the
smart
shields.
buy, right?
Yeah, Serpent Fang is one of those items that's so invaluable when it's good.
Hey, guess who suggested that item to buy first?
I am at.
By the way.
I mean, it's definitely a good call by you, if by you or
Yes, sir.
DH.
Yup.
Yeah.
Yep.
whoever made the call did a great job.
Thank you.
And I thought, yeah, I mean, overall, really clean. Another nice 2-0, and
Yes, sir.
I guess we'll get everyone out of here. I appreciate the interview. Good games, and thanks to everyone for playing. And I think BoozeBash 2 is still running, so I think I should be able to raid out from here. No, actually, I don't think I can because I'm not logged into the actual account. But everyone, BoozeBash 2 is live with Bilgewater versus Bandle City. So make sure to go over there and watch the match.
You know, Azalea, I appreciate you and thank you for streaming our game.
Oh, you're welcome. Yeah, I'm glad I was pinged for it because I was.
Huh?
I'm glad that I got. I'm glad I got pinged to start it because I was actually streaming. I was streaming on my own channel and I kind of forgot about it. But I'm glad that I saw Grant's ping. But yeah, thank you so much, and look forward to seeing the rest of the matches for the week and going forward. Thank you
GGs.
so much. GGs, and have a great night, everyone.
Bye.